8 seconds. Zero seconds.
And they're off.
Mark it in play.
Rebels a bit slow to come out of stall number 1, but it's the Martin Densham Memorial EBF Maiden Stakes over 7 furlongs. The filly Hen Harrier prominent on the inside in the yellow. Right with her is Zachariah, and Dukedom now coming through to lead overall, and it's Dukedom who's now in front. From Thesis, who races in second, Hen Harrier is in third, and then Zachariah fourth at the end of the back straight ahead of Bullet Force, and then Surrey Mist. Another length away then to find Victory, the red and white hoops, followed then by Come to Pass and Prince of Rebels and Tiempo Star, Majalas the back marker, and about 10 lengths behind the leader. That leader is Dukedom at the top of the home run shortly. Showing out in front a length and a half. From in second, Thesis. Hen Harrier's next in third, being nudged along. In fourth position to the outside is Zechariah. And the Violet Silks of Bullet Force now just been scrubbed along by Clifford Lee ahead of Surrey Mist. And then Victory, Tiempo Star, Come to Pass, Prince of Rebels. And Majalas making ground towards the outside of the field, but work on still. They make their way inside the final quarter mile then. Dukedom pressed by Thesis. And Thesis has now gone to the lead. To the outside, Zechariah still every chance. Dukedom's now third. Bullet Force is keeping on as they head now towards the final furlong. Thesis joined, overtaken by Zechariah under Oshie Murphy. And Zechariah is going to be strong up the hill to the line to get off the...
They're off.
Mark it in play.
Ahead of them this time, the Racing League on Sky Sports Racing Handicap Chase. And on the run to the first of the 16 schedule fences. Ready and able, Pearl Blue Sleeves just about has the advantage. Dancing in the Sky, the red cap out wide. Close up as they take the first. Delight of Dubai, the striped sleeves and cap. Oscar Montel in orange jacket is down on the inner, and Spider's Bite and the noseband is out wide as they clear out over the second. Dancing in the Sky has lingered in the air a little, having jumped off handily as been reined back. The grey stage summit, the outside of the field, is held up, and Kneecap in the blue and yellow is the early back marker as they go on to fence 3. Delight of Dubai and Ready and Able, little separating them on landing. To Spider's Bite wide, and Oscar Montel under Brian Hughes, the orange jacket on the inner. And then Stage Summit to Dancing in the Sky, the pale jacket with a red cap, and Kneecap last of this now 7-strong field at the final fence in the back straight first time. Delight of Dubai hopping over ahead of Ready and Able there. And now this left-handed turn, which will carry them towards the 2-mile point. And Delight of Dubai, that old Williams trained mare under Robbie Dunn, giving a lead to Ready and Able under John Joe Jr. just second. Brian Hughes, Oscar Montel on the inner in third. Spider's Bite out wide under Kevin Brogan, the red cap fourth. Grey Stage Summit and James Best on the inner of Dancing in the Sky and Sound Twist and Davis. And a couple of lengths away to Kneecap and Dave Noonan at the back of the field. And Kneecap has taken a fairly firm grip in the early stages of this race. So into the straight and on to fence 5. Once again, a line of 4 before the judge. And Delight of Dubai, jumping boldly there, just stretching on to Spider's Bites. Oscar Montel, Ready and Able between horses, and here's the open ditch. Delight of Dubai, put herself right there, she was quite clever. And it just ahead of Oscar Montel on the right, the nose-banded Spider's Bite on the left. Then Ready and Able to the Grey Stage Summit, Dancing in the Sky and Kneecap, and here's the 7th. And all safe enough there, and they're fairly well grouped in truth. Closing in on the last in the line up the straight. So Delight of Dubai with the striped sleeves and cap. Again jumping soundly. Dancing in the Sky, just shifting slightly right-handed there. And they're prepared to slide under the judge and approach the halfway point. There's now 7-strong field covered by little more than 5 lengths. Delight of Dubai to Oscar Montel on the inner, working across to Ready and Able and Spider's Bite. Then the Grey Stage Summit just ahead of Dancing in the Sky, and Kneecap still under restraint, last of them. To swing the Cathedral Bend, and they're virtually back where they started from. They've got a further 8 fences to jump. Delight of Dubai, stepping up in trip here, pushing the pace along and doing it on our own terms as well. held together in front by Robbie Dunn to Oscar Montel on the near side of Ready and Able. Spider's Bite joined in fourth by the Grey Stage Summit. That pair tracked by Dancing in the Sky, and Kneecap is right on his tail. So to the first of the four fences in the back straight once more. This is the 9th of the 16. Delight of Dubai. Good jump from Ready and Able there on the outer. Oscar Montel still poised on the inner. Brian, who is sitting typically quietly over the 10th. Another very accurate leap from the leader. Been a couple of occasions where, without expending much effort, she's gained ground in the air. Delight of Dubai as a result of some pretty economical jumping. They're halfway down the back, going to the 11th. Delight of Dubai narrowly. To Ready and Able, the pearl blue sleeves, Oscar Montel, orange jacket on the inner. Then Stage Summit and the nose-banded Spider's Bite still circling them. Dancing in the Sky, red cap weighted with, and likewise Kneecap in the blue and yellow. And the last of the fences in the back straight. This is 5 from home, about 3/4 of a mile out. Delight of Dubai, again, still just shading the advantage. Stage Summit, hustle as they go into the far corner. So a long run now to the last line of fences. And Delight of Dubai with a narrow advantage over Ready and Able at her quarters, Oscar Montel on the inner. Stage Summit coming under stronger pressure. Spider's Bite still there on the outer. Kneecap in the blue and yellow trying to burrow a passage through on the inside, but rather jostled around by the seemingly weakening Stage Summit. Dancing in the Sky, pearl blue with the red cap is shaken up as they head now for the last half mile. About to round the last part of the turn, and still only 4 lengths would cover the field. Delight of Dubai first in line for home to Ready and Able on the near side. Oscar Montel on the far side. Here's Dancing in the Sky coming wide to challenge as they cross 4 out. Spider's Bite in the noseband rallying under pressure. Kneecap's now coming under a bit of pressure. Stage Summit is struggling. Here's the open ditch, the third last. Still Delight of Dubai trying to fend off all the challengers. Oscar Montel on the right looking threatening. Then Ready and Able. Kneecap in the blue and yellow has stayed on to go fourth. Here's the second last. Delight of Dubai joined by Oscar Montel. They'll undercut her lengths clear from Kneecap and Ready and Able, and Oscar Montel now goes on under Brian Hughes, approaching the final fence. Oscar Montel will jump at a couple clear. A spring-heeled leap carries him a bit further away from the pursuers. Kneecap is staying on now. Delight of Dubai at the 1 pace. Oscar
Market in play.
Level break also. Good Day just missed the kick a little bit. One who got a good start was Molly Shaw in the green colours, in the blue colours, Breath of Spring. On the extreme right, we've got Secret to Success in the purple colours, the first hurrah. On the extreme left, Sir Rodney Redblood is right there. The light blue colours of Excellent George. 4 furlongs left to run in the Quinbet handicap. And on the left, it's Sir Rodney Redblood. On the right, in the green, that's Molly Shaw. They're stride for stride. Running third in the light blue sleeves is Excellent George. Towards the right in the purple colours, the first hurrah. On the extreme right is Secret to Success. Then behind these, we've got Susie's Connoisseur. Being ridden along is Aces. Towards the extreme left with the sheepskin noseband, Good Day is trying to get into it. Plenty of a chances. They come down towards the last furlong and a half. In the green colours, Molly Shaw. Towards this side, coming with the sheepskin noseband. Here comes Good Day. Good Day has come through to take it up. Sir Rodney Redblood. Oh, he's barged into him there. Let's see what happens inside the final furlong. Good Day is in front. Molly Shaw fights back on the far side. Molly Shaw on the far side. Good Day this side. Molly Shaw, Good Day. Susie's Connoisseur is coming late, coming towards the line. What a finish. Good Day wins it. Wow,
Market
that was close.
suspended.
Molly Shaw in a photo with the fast finishing Susie's Connoisseur.
Yeah, at Star Stakes. 2-year-old fillies in a listed race here over the 7 furlongs, and Safra and Fabiosa the first 2 to begin. They press on from Wild Beauty and Kipeo, then Sunstrike in the Clara from El Mahandasar, who's further behind with Alayali. Then Profound Alexander, the favourite in Spiral, is just about last of all and about 10 lengths behind the leader, which is Fabiosa, under Danny Tardhope as they make the bend back towards home, showing by a length. Over in second, Safra in the yellow and black stripes. It's 3 lengths away, Kipeo in third, then Sunstrike, followed closely by Wild Beauty. On the inside is Alayali, then Al Mahandasar and Profound Alexander in Spiral, looking to angle through and try and move up a little bit now as they're into the home straight and running their way towards the final 2.5 furlongs. Out in front, Fabiosa. Leading but Safra challenging and still on the bridle. Kipeo now been shunted along. Here comes Inspiral quickly making ground to the outside in red, white and blue to join in. They run inside the final furlong and a half, and Inspiral and Kipeo now go on. From Safra is under pressure. Sunstrike and Wild Beauty are both trying to stay on, but it's Inspiral under Frankie now by 2.5 lengths clear to Sunstrike and Wild Beauty, and then Kipeo as they race inside the closing stages. And Inspiral has matters truly in hand here. Inspiral wins.
They're off.
Market in play.
Got 2 miles ahead of them, the Taylor Hart and British Gypsum handicap hurdle, heading towards the first of 9. It's one of the greys, Percy, who will take off and land just ahead to Caddy Hill with a white face on the right, Wastel Dundalk and a yellow jacket up between them. The other of the greys, Castel Gandolfo, is behind the leading half of the field. Soldier on Parade towards the far side, the extreme right with the striped sleeves, and Master Artist, the orange sleeves and cap on the extreme left as they now move towards the third. Steady sort of a gallop early on, well-grouped field. Caddy Hill just ahead there from Percy and Wastel Dundalk. And Soldier on Parade, Castel Gandolfo and Master Artist. A lengthy run now before they get to the first of the obstacles in the back straight. And they head towards the Cathedral Bend, with Percy and Stan Shepherd giving a lead to Caddy Hill and Kieran Gethings, just half leaping the crossing there at Caddy Hill. Wastel Dundalk, yellow jacket for Nick Schofield, the Martin Teddem colours close up in third, and Soldier on Parade, Jack Quill and the striped sleeves in fourth into this left-hander. Castel Gandolfo, the black and yellow for Paddy Brennan, the Silks of Vernon, Nick Brereton, at last but 1.5 length away to Ben Godfrey aboard Master Artist, the orange cap, the colours of Catch 22. And they're hunting in pairs as they start off across the back straight on the run to the fourth. They've gone through 3/4 of a mile or more now. And Percy joined by Caddy Hill. To Wastel Dundalk racing wide of Soldier on Parade, and Castel Gandolfo and Master Artist, and they're all safely over that flight. 3 or 4 lengths covering the field, moving towards halfway. Percy and Caddy Hill virtually inseparable. To Wastel Dundalk, the other of the greys, Castel Gandolfo, going up on the outer of Soldier on Parade, and Master Artist continues to look on. Drawing towards the 5th. Caddy Hill just ahead on that occasion to Percy. Wastel Dundalk, Master Artist wide. Castel Gandolfo covered up, Soldier on Parade one off the inner as they go to the last on the far side. This will be 4 from home. Caddy Hill narrowly from the lighter of the greys, Percy. Caddy Hill rather bunny-hopped his way over that. He wasn't especially fluent. Percy rejoins him. Wastel Dundalk is a close third. Master Artist circling them. Castel Gandolfo and Soldier on Parade very much in the thick of the action. So all 6 with some sort of a chance at this stage as they make this sweeping turn back towards home. Master Artist trapped a little wide. Percy, the first to come under pressure, gets a livener, and Caddy Hill has a slender lead as they head for the last half mile. To the driven along Percy. Then Wastel Dundalk, Castel Gandolfo, black cap for Paddy Brennan, looking for a bit of daylight in behind. Soldier on Parade, the striped sleeves on his inner. Master Artist widest of all just last as they head now towards 3 out. Caddy Hill with Wastel Dundalk, yellow jacket, moving through to challenge and coming there powerfully. Master Artist wide, Castel Gandolfo down the centre, and the cheek piece is picking up over 3 out. Wastel Dundalk, but he's got challengers on either side. Castel Gandolfo, and then Master Artist. Soldier on Parade, Caddy Hill's weakened away, and then Percy, and here's the second last. Castel Gandolfo by a flared nostril there from Wastel Dundalk. These 2 old rivals now sprinting on down towards the last, and Master Artist back in third. Castel Gandolfo on the right by a whisker. Wastel Dundalk battling on strongly on the near side for Schofield's urgings, and Wastel Dundalk comes back alongside Castel Gandolfo. They've got 100 yards to cover. Wastel Dundalk on the near side, wearing away at Castel Gandolfo.
Market in play.
In this Quinbet Daily Free Bet Restricted Novices Stakes, in the blue and white crossbelts, Unexpected Arrival broke well. This side in the blue is Silver Kitten. On the far side in the light blue with the yellow spots is the favourite. That's Dashing Rat. Just behind these in the sheepskin noseband, we've got Dove's Cry. Behind Dove's Cry, Angelic Face in that change of colours, the red and blue. and just a little bit outpaced at the moment, dashing to you. Coming down 5 furlongs left to run in the 2:35 here at Great Yarmouth. And Joe Fanning looking for his 49th winner of the year on Silver Kitten. He leads from Unexpected Arrival in second. Third this side with a Sheepskin Noseband, Dove's Cry. On the far side, we've got the favourite Dashing Rat. Then just behind these in the white cap ridden along is Angelic Face. And just a bit outpaced at the moment is still Dashing to You. So coming down now with 2 furlongs left to run. 4 horses virtually in line. This side, Silver Kitten still moves well. Unexpected Arrival chases this one. Now asked to improve on the far side. We've got Dashing Rat, but he's got a bit of ground to make up. 2 horses settle down to battle it out inside the final furlong now. This side, Silver Kitten, Joe Fanning. On the far side, Unexpected Arrival, Stefano Churchy. These 2 are miles clear. Half a furlong left to run. They're still neck and neck. Unexpected Arrival on the far side. Silver Kitten this side. They're neck and neck. They're going for the line. This is going to be close. That's a photo. Wow.
And
Market in play.
£5,000 class 3, Young Stayers handicap. And over the 1.75 miles, Lady Pacifico just pushed along early as they race up towards the winning line with Rosabad out in front with a lap to go. From Annandale in second place in the yellow jacket, just a bit of a stumble there. Maybe slightly caught on heels perhaps, Classic Lord, just after that winning line. Lady Pacifico at the back marker of the quartet as they climb the hill and about to go right-handed to turn down the side. Rosabad having a good look around her out in front, leads by 2 lengths to Annandale, stable companion of the leader, both for the Mark Johnston team. Classic Lord to the inside, a half a length behind in black and pink silks of owner's Parkhouse partnership, and 2 further lengths away to Lady Pacifico for owner Paul Hancock, for trainer Tom Clover and ridden by Andrea Retzeni. Lady Pacifico with the blinkers on for the first time. So Rosabad leads the way under birthday boy William Buick, shows by a length to Annandale in second place and Ben Curtis with Classic Lord, who ran second over track and distance last time out. The Mount Hero of Asheen Murphy racing in third. Asheen has ridden this horse to victory a couple of times in the past from 3 rides on this colt before. And then Lady Pacifico to the outside of Classic Lord as they race now towards the final mile. Rosabad still out in front. Now making a bit of order toward the outside here is Classic Lord. A slight change in the order now, up into second place. Annandale is in third, and the filly Lady Pacifico still last of the quartet as they run towards the final 3 parts of a mile shortly. Rosabad in the green jacket, Classic Lord a little wider out. Only a length and a half in behind is Annandale, then Lady Pacifico as they run towards the end of the back straight. Not a great deal of gallop on down the back straight, and the 4 runners only separated by a couple of lengths at the end of this part of the track. Rosabad narrowly from Classic Lord in second. Then Annandale towards the running rail in third. Only a half a length back to Lady Pacifico as they begin this turn now. Rosabad leading by a neck to Classic Lord poised on the outside. Annandale is racing in third. Lady Pacifico is now being shaken up by Andrea Retzeni, but quickly back on the bridle as they head now towards the top of the home run. Still little in it between the 4 of them. Lady Pacifico being ridden once more as they straighten towards home. Rosabad in front by a half a length. Still being held together. Classic Lord coming there with every chance is Annandale in the yellow, 3 off the running rail. Then Lady Pacifico has been ridden along for more still as they run down towards the final quarter mile. Annandale now joining issue with Classic Lord, who for the first time is off the bridle. Annandale, Classic Lord, they pull on by a good few lengths now to Lady Pacifico and Rosabad battling out third. It's Annandale to the outside of Classic Lord, who is digging in toward the running rail. Annandale and Classic Lord, they fight it out inside the final half. Classic Lord gave me on the inside, coming back at Annandale. It's Classic Lord and Annandale are right set too. Classic Lord's in front at the line to win the Young Stayers
Market
handicap.
suspended.
Give Murphy a double, beating out.
They're off.
Market in
On their way
play.
then, just 7 of them with the withdrawal of Gloriano, and they go steadily towards the first. Art Man under Paddy Brennan, the yellow cap prominent. Galsworthy, the white face on the right. They were the leading pair over the first. The free sweating Fake Delisle up between the leading duo. And then Big Bad Matty towards the far side. Matawan in the cheek pieces tracks them over the second, with Agent Zigzag and a quarter jacket on the extreme left, and Shining Blood in the black and pink held up. But it's very sedate progress up the straight first time. Galsworthy just in front over the third to Art Man on the near side. And then Fake Delisle tracking them with Big Bad Matty under Tom Bellamy against the running row. Matawan in the cheap pieces, Agent Zigzag and a couple of lengths to Shining Blood as they slide onto the judge and head towards the Cathedral Bend. And Artman decided he wanted one extra obstacle there and jumped the path. He was quite nimble, and Paddy Brennan sat tight, and they didn't lose any momentum off this steady early gallop as Galsworthy leads them into the turn. To Artman. Fake to Leo racing on the far side of Big Bad Matty. 2 or 3 lengths away to Matawan. And then Agent Zigzag last but one, a further 2 lengths away to Shining Blood, patiently ridden by Gavin Sheehan. Entering the last 1.25 miles now, going towards the first of the line of 3 obstacles across in the Worcester Back Straight. Galsworthy from Artman. He's jumping soundly. Fake Dalil in the green and white disputing third with Big Bad Matty. And then Matawan from Agent Zigzag and Shining Blood as they head towards halfway. And the middle one on the far side. Galsworthy, dark blue silks for Charlie Hammond. Just ahead of Artman, the yellow cap for Paddy Brennan. Fake Dalil and Kevin Brogan, the green and white, and Big Bad Matty, the dark blue and white, Tom Bellamy. Matawan not especially fluent, just in behind him. Striped sleeves for Darryl Jacob. Agent Zigzag, Kieran Gethings wide, and Shining Blood a little adrift. Gavin Sheehan in the black and pink. So going towards the last in the back straight, just over 3/4 mile still to travel. Galsworthy narrowly from Artman, Fake Dalil and Big Bad Matty on the inner, joining them. Matawan, striped sleeves riding behind him. Agent Zigzag ridden along and Shining Blood becoming increasingly remote as they begin the swing back towards home. So having gone fairly steadily to beyond halfway, a little bit of a dash now in the last part of the race. Just over 1/2 mile to travel. And Fake Dalil in the green and white has just about come through to put his head in front. Big Bad Matty travels kindly against the rail. Galsworthy, the dark blue, is shaken up, and Artman 4 wide is also being niggled along. Matawan in the cheap pieces is travelling well in behind him as they spin off the last part of the bend. Fake Dalil and Big Bad Matty on the far side. Artman is coming wide. Matawan is getting into it. Galsworthy is relegated to 5th, and they're closing in on 3 out. Fake Dalil and Big Bad Matty. Matawan down the centre, joining in. Landed only a couple lengths away. Artman back in 4th, looking held. Galsworthy's being eased off, pulling up as they come towards the second last. Big Bad Matty on the right, jumping alongside Fake Dalil over 2 out. They're pursued by Matawan, running between the final 2 obstacles. Fake Dalil, now Big Bad Matty is shaken up. Little separating them as they rise. They come away from the last together. 3 lengths ahead of Matawan. Big Bad Matty now asked for more by Tom Bellamy. Fake Dalil still grinding away back in second. A bit of a slow motion finish here, but Big Bad Matty is staying on dually under the Bellamy.
Market in
Lost
play.
about 5 lengths at the start. And let's see who's going to take him along in the early stages in this Quinbet 25% back as a free bet handicap. The black and white colours of Jack Bean leads, and they're going a pretty good clip. Keeping this one company is Fury. A little gap to the third horse then, that is Hooves Like Jagger, and they're pretty well strung out. Behind this one comes Barbara Ann, then comes Smokey Malone, the grey, towards the far side. And after that sluggish start, Camasia has made the ground up. But there's about 8 lengths between first and last as they go down the far side with about 10 furlongs left to run. And Fury, Marco Ghiani, has come through to dispute it in the pink and black. On the right in the black and white, Jack Bean and Luke Morris. Jack Bean just the leader from Fury. In third in the green and yellow, Who's Like Jagger, Jason Watson. Fourth in the yellow and black, Barbara Ann. Daniel Muscat. Fifth is the favourite, Smokey Malone, Dylan Hogan, and the back marker who's caught up now and taking quite a hold in that change of colours, Camasia. So going towards the bend at the far end of the track, 7 left to run as they sweep out of the back straight. Jack Bean leads by a length. In second place is Fury. In third is Hooves Like Jagger. In fourth is Barbara Ann. Then disputing last place on the inside, Camasia. On the outside, that's the favourite, Smokey Malone. So here they come back towards us, just under 5 left left to run in the Quinbet, 25% back as a free bet handicap. And on the far side, Luke Morris on Jack Bean leads by 2. In second place, Fury, Marco Gianni, and right behind in third is Who's Like Jagger, Jason Watson. Now trying to make ground on the outside. Here comes the grey, Smoky Malone, the yellow and black of Barbara Ann, and on the inside is Camasia down the home straight. Jack Bean now just being asked the question by Luke Morris, leads with 2.5 furlongs left to run. In the pink and black, Fury is asked the question. In the green and yellow, Hooves Like Jagger is under pressure, then making ground, but still has a bit of ground to make up, is Smoky Malone. Here's kind of where it gets interesting. We've got a new leader. Hooves Like Jagger comes through to take it up. Hooves Like Jagger now goes on from Fury. In third place, the grey staying on all the time. Smoky Malone from a long way back. Barbara Ann is beginning to motor inside the final furlong now. On the far side, Hooves Like Jagger. Here comes Smoky Malone. It's Hooves Like Jagger and Smoky Malone. Hooves Like Jagger is holding Smoky Malone. Hooves Like Jagger wins it. Smoky Malone is
Market
second
suspended.
and third.
Market in play.
Stakes. The journey is 7 furlongs. Vero Eagle just about in front after the end of the opening furlong. From Moon Boots to the inside. Another length and a half away to Run Forest Run. Then Prospect, who's racing in a handy 4th. Then Glen Coco towards the back of the field, Old News, and Mr. Tyrrell under Liam Brown, the back marker, as they begin to make the turn at the end of the far side. Vero Eagle under Oshie Murphy, leading by 2 lengths. Over in second, Moon Boots. Then Run Forest Run. Glen Coco is next in 4th. Ahead of Prospect and Old News, and Mr. Tyrrell waited with at the back. They make their way around the corner then, about to go through halfway. And this 7 furlong Yule handicap, and it's Vero Eagle, length and a half the lead, controlling the pace there, Oshie Murphy. From Run Forest Run in second, the white jacket, the grey and orange's Moon Boots between them. Little wider out than is Glen Coco, followed by Old News and Prospect on the inside, the back marker, Mr. Tyrrell, but still with a chance as they go towards the final quarter mile. And it's Vero Eagle who has the lead, but now joined down the centre by Run Forest Run between horses, Moon Boots. Prospect is trying to pick his way through against the running rail. Then Old News, Run Forest Run got level with Vero Eagle. Old News is battling away. Mr. Tyrrell's coming from off the gallop as well to the outside. Run Forest Run, Old News and Mr. Tyrrell. Mr. Tyrrell and Old News now fight it out. Ahead, bobbing finish. Mr. Tyrrell and Old News close between them.
Market suspended.
Vero Eagle from Glen Coco, Prospect and Moon Boots.
Photo finish has been called between number 1, Mr. Tyrrell, pale blue colours, and number 3, Old News, the red colours. On that evidence, it seems as though Mr. Tyrrell has won. And back in third.
They're off. A mile and a
Market
quarter, 12
in
runners
play.
to go this time. A little bit sluggish was the favourite, Fen Tiger, but has made up the ground. So coming towards the end of the first furlong, the grey Winter Snowdrop is right there. So is Batocci, and up on the outside is Beja Floor. That's the 1, 2, 3. Against the rails, we've got My Boy Max. Settle on the heels of the leaders in the red chevron is Baby Boo. And towards the outside in the sheepskin noseband, we've got Flower of Thunder. On that one's outside is Lady Dauphin. The green and yellow of Page's Raptor tracks this one. Then behind these comes Mystic Dragon on the pink colours towards the inside, Jeanette May. After that sluggish start, Fen Tiger is now last but one, and the last is Telekinetic as they swing out of the back straight. 6 furlongs left to run. Batocci, Joe Fanning looking for his 50th winner of the year. He leads them back towards the home straight in the download, the free at the races app handicap. The grey Winter Snowdrop is second. In third place in the red cap, that is Beja Floor. 4th on the inside in the dark blue is My Boy Max. The red chevron of Baby Boo, well backed, begins to make ground. The pink colours on the inside of Jeanette May. The white cap making ground is Flower of Thunder. Tracking this is Lady Dauphin. Then we've got Fen Tiger, who's asked to improve, but will have to. Coming down now towards the final 3 furlongs. Batocci has just the lead, but about to be passed by My Boy Max in the blue colours. Then comes Baby Boo, getting reminders. Orange cap towards the outside. outside, here comes Mystic Dragon with a good-looking run. Then on the wide outside from a long way back, Beja Floor, red cap, and also Lady Dauphin is asked to improve. Then behind these comes the favourite Fen Tiger. It's My Boy Max who's gone clear. 5 clear inside the final furlong. My Boy Max, young Aidan Brooks on board. Chasing this one is Mystic Dragon. Up on the outside is Lady Dauphin. It's My Boy Max who's 4 lengths clear and is running away with it. Well done, Aidan Brooks.
In play.
Court handicap stakes. And 1.25 miles is the journey. First one to stride away is Lawn Ranger under William Carson. Leads up from Sweet Reward after the end of the opening furlong from Giuseppe Cassioli. Then Civil Law wider out from between horses Arctic Vega. Further back to Pledge of Honour, who's together with the mare Lady Reset, and Anderleap, a dual previous course and distance winner, is at the back of the field. They race out towards the final 7 furlongs of the contest, and it's Lawn Ranger in dark blue and pink silks who has the lead by a half a length only to Sweet Reward, who races in second. Civil Law to the outside, having a good look at them under Andrea Atzeni. Then Arctic Vega, who is next, the white sleeves and cap for that grey. Another length back to the inside, Giuseppe Cassioli, the green and white. Then Lady Reset and Laura Pearson, the back to Anderleap and Pledge of Honour, and they run towards the end of the far side, being led by Sweet Reward and Richard Kingscote. It's Sweet Reward is out in front to Civil Law racing in second. Placed in third is Lawn Ranger now, having led early. Arctic Vega is now in fourth. And then Giuseppe Cassioli, Lady Reset, Pledge of Honour is towards the back of the field still with Anderleap. They're about to straighten towards home. They're heading inside the final half a mile. Sweet Reward has the lead. Shows the advantage of still about a length over Civil Law in second place. Lawn Rangers in third. Arctic Vega being weighted with just in behind the gallop in a promising fourth. Then Giuseppe Cassioli and Lady Reset with the noseband wider on the field. Then Anderleap, who's trying to be bought with a late charge, and then Pledge of Honour as they race now towards the final quarter mile. Sweet Reward joined to the outside by Arctic Vega. Civil Law behind those. Then Lady Reset. Anderleap is running on well towards the outside. Arctic Vega just in front. Here comes Anderleap together with the mare Lady Reset. Then Sweet Reward. They race now inside the final furlong, and Anderleap has come through to lead up under George Rook. From Lady Reset, then Arctic Vega, and then Pledge of Honour. But it's Anderleap coming back.
They're off. 2.5 miles once again.
Market in play.
Handicap hurdle and Espressino in the black and white, the hooped gap for Charlie Hammond. The first to show up, stablemate Manila Mojo towards the end, and the cheek piece is handy. So too Toma Roughly, the black and orange, and the nose-banded cut and run out wide. And that group were just about the leading 4 over the first. A Veiled Secret, Darkish Silks, Tartan Jacket, in about 5th place as they go into the first turn. On that one's in a mega white thing. And the black and pink. Boas Pessoal in the hoops, the white cap against the rail. Christopher Robin, the blue and yellow, a little wider. And then Ulysses, the striped sleeves of Brian Hughes, last but one. And Spanish Jump, held up in last place in these very early stages by Gavin Sheehan. They reach the midpoint of the bend, heading already towards the end of the first half mile. And Espressino against the rail just shades the advantage from Toma Roughly. The leading pair tracked into the straight by Cut and Run and Manila Mojo. And then Veiled Secret in the headgear in 5th place. Couple lengths away to mega white thing, black and pink jacket for Paige Fuller. Ahead of Christopher Robin, Boas Pessoal, Ulysses, and Spanish Jump on the extreme left. Over the second, which they've all handled nimbly enough, Espressino in the centre. Second from the left, Toma Roughly, and further left, Cut and Run. Manila Mojo on the right. Toma Roughly did a bit awkward there. Shortish run between the 3rd and 4th. Espressino, stablemate Manila Mojo virtually alongside, and Cut and Run close up. Again, Toma Roughly didn't really have a cut at that one, and having been virtually disputing the lead coming into the straights, now being bustled along in 4th alongside Veiled Secret. Then Boas Pessoal on the inner to mega white thing. Christopher Robin in the blue and yellow. Ulysses weighted with, and Spanish Jump continues to look on. Heading towards the Cathedral Bend then, longish run between the 4th and 5th. And for half a dozen strides, Spanish Jump was just asked for a little bit more effort by Gavin Sheehan as Espressino leads them on the bend. Cut and Run has taken second. Toma Roughly going slightly in snatches, black and orange. Back disputing third with Manila Mojo. Between those two, Veiled Secret in 5th. And then from the rail across, Boas Pessoal, Mega White Thing and Christopher Robin. Ulysses, the striped sleeves last but one and a half length away to Spanish Jump. Gone through halfway, and they're over the 5th. Espressino wasting little time in the air. Swift from Cut and Run in the noseband, Manila Mojo and Veiled Secret well poised just behind them. Thomas Ruffley has dropped himself back into 5th place, heading for the last mile. Christopher Robin, blue and yellow jacket, waited with, alongside Mega White Thing and Boas Pessoal on the near side, the McManus hoop. Spanish Jump, widest of all, is beginning to make a little progress. Ulysses is just the back marker. Well grouped field, though Manila Mojo, having been prominent, has come under pressure and just lost a little ground on the inner. The stablemate Espressino continues to lead them as they complete a circuit and go now towards 4 out. Espressino to Thomas Ruffley in the black and orange. Veiled Secret, Manila Mojo. Spanish Jump continuing to make significant progress on the outer and getting into it very smoothly. A red armlets for Gavin Sheehan, being slipstreamed by Ulysses. Mega White Thing has dropped out very sharply, he's tailed off. Christopher Robin is struggling. Boas Pessoal, the white cap in midfield, has yet to be popped, the question. Cut and Run under pressure has lost some ground, and Espressino has now come under pressure and is joined by Veiled Secret. Thomas Ruffley has been going up and down through the leading group, but he's still in the thick of the action, the black and orange. Spanish Jump is in 4th, but he's now shaken up for the first time, coming around them. Ulysses in 5th under Brian Hughes, the star on the cap, and Boas Pessoal will turn in 6th. So they're running now towards the 3rd last, and it's Thomas Ruffley who's come through to take over. One of the first to have some pressure applied, but he's been responding. Thomas Ruffley down the middle, away to the left, Spanish Jump. Veiled Secret on the right, Espressino weakening out of it. Then Ulysses, no further progress from Boas Pessoal, and they're racing now towards the 2nd last, and there are still a few chances here as Spanish Jump, 2nd from the left, comes to challenge Thomas Ruffley, and it was Spanish Jump who jumped on. Veiled Secret was untidy and is now looking laboured. Ulysses on the left is staying on under Brian Hughes. Spanish Jump and Gavin Sheehan at the last, over safely, if untidily, leaning left under pressure. Ulysses being delivered late down the near side by Brian Hughes, and the former champion is now beginning to get a tune out of Ulysses, who's coming home the stronger as Spanish Jump rather ties up close home, and it's a off.
Market in play.
Right, Sea Fern broke well, also 2nd right thread count. Dark blue colours of Media Blitz, just the leader. Blue and yellow, far too shy. On the left as we look, that's Sweet Nothing. Behind these, we've got Thread Count, the black colours of Across the Nile. And just the back mark of the favourite Rabat, racing with the sheepskin noseband. Half a mile left to run, and the field tightly grouped, coming down the middle of the track. Media Blitz leads by about a neck. In 2nd place, Far Too Shy. 3rd this side is Sweet Nothing. 4th on the far side is Sweet Fern. Being ridden along is Thread Count with the dark blue cap, the black colours of Across the Nile. On extreme left, that's the favourite, Rabat. Coming down towards the final 2 furlongs in this Queen Casino Fillies Novices Stakes, and all 7 in with a chance here. The blue colours of Media Blitz, the blue and yellow are Far Too Shy. Here comes Rabat on the stand side with a sheepskin noseband. Across the Nile stays on, down towards the final furlong, and Far Too Shy goes nicely in the middle. On the far side, Media Blitz is keeping on all the time. This side we've got Rabat. Now the blue and yellow are Far Too Shy. Tom Quealy says, let's go, and he does.
Market in play.
Calendar with Corville on the inside of Encre d'Argent, and splitting those 3 is Heart to Heart as they race the end of the 1st furlong. Maeve of Connacht is next on the outside of Inchiquin Star, and then Obliviate, and Limity de Greccio is next, and then Lecro, and Steps in the Sand racing just ahead of Caliesta, a couple of lengths to the last Swallow, and Nectarine. Coming out of the back straight, just over 4 furlongs to go. Matching strides up front, Corvilla and K-Linda. Followed just outside halfway by Encre d'Argent. And then Heart to Heart, Ninja Quinn Star and Maeve of Connacht is next on the outside. Limity de Greccio is followed at halfway by Obliviate. Beginning the run across on the approach to the straight. Little between K-Linda and Corvilla. A length and a half back to the next pairing. Heart to Heart, dark blue jacket on the outside of Encre d'Argent, being followed into the straight 2.5 furlongs to go by ridden along Maeve of Connacht, Inchiquin Star Obliviate, and then Limited de Greccio and Lacro, Caliesta next, and they're followed by Steps in the Sand, the last Swallow and Nectarine, racing to the final furlong, and it's Corvillia breaking off. In second, K Linda, Maeve of Connacht runs on ahead of Heart to Heart. Limited de Greccio is getting going late in the day, but it's Corvillia in front from Limited de Greccio, and Corvillia will win by a comfortable.
Market in play.
Stakes over the 1.25 miles, and it's Serena Del Tiempo, who made all to win at Brighton last time. She sets off out in front, and she's got a clear margin already on the others, make it about 4 or 5 lengths through the end of the opening furlong and a half. From Amani Amber, she's to the inside in the pink and green of a little wider out Lady Rockstar in the grey silks of Owner's Clipper Logistics. Couple of lengths in back, the dark blue and white spotted silks of Moa Leader. So that one's inside then is Who Cares Wins in the racing silks of Forbes, Tartan, William Buick on board. At the back of the field, well, that's Thunder Lily, and she must be the best part at 20 lengths behind the leader. And Arenas Del Tiempo is well clear at this point, has opened up and gone the best part of 15 lengths in front of Amani Amber, who's racing in second. Lady Rockstar positioned in third. And then to the inside, Who Cares Wins from Moa Leader and Thunder Lily out the back of the field under Martin Dwyer. So they're making their way back towards home, and the leader still well on top at the moment, Arenas Del Tiempo, and Roshi Murphy still clear by the best part of 15 lengths over Amani Amber in second. Looks like Oshin's trying to give the leader a bit of a breather just before the top of the home run. Still clear by the best part of 10 lengths over Amani Amber in second. Lady Rockstar is in third. Then Who Cares Wins and Moa Leader and Thunder Lily. Can they get back to Arenas Del Tiempo, who runs down towards the final quarter mile still with a commanding lead over Amani Amber, now shaken up in second. Lady Rockstar giving pursuit in the grey silks. Behind that one is Who Cares Wins, and then Moa Leader and Thunder Lily. Push coming to shove now on the leader. Arenas Del Tiempo only in front now by 4 lengths. Trying very hard in second is Lady Rockstar, but still with these few lengths to find inside the final furlong. And it's Arenas Del Tiempo who's still on top. For Lady Rockstar in second, Thunder Lily's running onto the outside. It's Arenas Del Tiempo, needs the line, but it's going to come in time. A treble for Roshi Murphy, and what a ride! Arenas Del Tiempo.
Market suspended.
Rockstar, Thunder Lily, then Amani Amber, Moa Leader.
Market in play.
The opening division of the Reed Kevin Blake on AtTheRaces.com amateur jockeys handicap hurdle, and Van Gogh de Vege in the red and orange handy as they approach the first, with 3 ways out wide in the maroon and yellow, and Stripe of Honour in a white jacket. Rounding out the leading trio, they've all safely negotiated the first. Royal Hall with the pale blue sleeves disputing fourth, with Sense of Adventure in the black and pink. And a break of a length and a half to Red Caravel in the yellow jacket ahead of Your Cash, the white jacket with the dark green sleeves for Jack Cater. Jessica Rabbit is in the purple and red white cap, held up in the still very early stages. West Wizard is also towards the rear in a red and white jacket. Spot the yellow cap of Roisin Leach bobbing away. A pretty much upsized Witch from Rome under Harriet Tucker. Witch from Rome in the beige with a black cap. So they're moving on towards the last of the 3 in the back straight. And Stripe of Honour in the blue headgear picks up just ahead of Van Gogh de Vege and 3 ways. Again, they're all neatly enough over it. Witch from Rome continues in last place, and they move into the first turn. Stripe of Honour, Van Gogh de Vege against the rail. Leading 2 moving on now from 3 ways, crossing to the inner, going into the bend. Your Cash out wide is a little bit closer. The shadow to Royal Hall, the light blue sleeves. Sense of Adventure against the rail in the black and pink hoops. Then a couple lengths to Jessica Rabbit with Red Caravel and a yellow jacket waited with under Andrew McBride. Just having to coax along for 3 or 4 strides. West Wizard another 2 lengths further back, and then a similar margin to Witch from Rome. Into the straights, and they're about to enter the last 2 miles. Approaching the 4th, Van Gogh de Vege with the orange cap, disputing it with Stripe of Honour in the blue headgear. Your Cash, who's raced enthusiastically under restraint towards the left, disputing 3rd over that, with 3 ways in the maroon and yellow, and Sense of Adventure on the right. And then Royal Hall to Jessica Rabbit. A few liveners for Red Caravel as they take the middle one up the straight. West Wizard in a red and white jacket is last but one, and Witch from Rome continues in rear but in touch. On to the sixth then, in a well-grouped field. It was just about Stripe of Honour in the centre by a whisker on landing. A pincer movement either side, Vanguard of Age on the far side and the free-going Your Cash on the near side. Right behind the leading three, Sense of Adventure in the black and pink with three ways, and then Jessica Rabbit, the purple and red. Royal Hall's having to be coaxed along. West Wizard has made up a position or two. Red Caravel has been off the bridle at various stages for a while and is losing ground, getting another reminder. And Witch from Rome at this stage is struggling to keep up as they swing into the cathedral bed. And Your Cash just about tugged his way into a narrow lead now from Vanguard of A, Stripe of Honour in third. Then Sense of Adventure, three ways, and Maroon Jacket being ridden along. Jessica Rabbit just caught in that one's wake as Royal Hall, having been bustled along passing the judge in the black and light blue, has responded to that bit of pressure, picked up the bit again. And then West Wizard, Red Caravel and Witch from Rome as they head towards the first over the far side. Your Cash was opened up by 2 or 3 lengths here. Hops over that one neatly to Vanguard of A, Stripe of Honour coming under pressure. Jessica Rabbit, white cap, purple and red jacket is making good headway now. Sense of Adventure is bang there on the inner in the black and pink as they head for the final mile of the race. And they've got a further 5 to jump. Stripe of Honour retreating fairly swiftly. Royal Hall is off the bridle again. Witch from Rome in the beige colours from the rear has begun to pick off 1 or 2 of the stragglers as Your Cash just led Vanguard of Age and Sense of Adventure at the middle one on the far side. Jessica Rabbit stalks them now in 4th, going well. West Wizard in the red and white has made progress up into about 5th position. Witch from Rome has gone into 6th, and the others now struggling seemingly. 3 ways, Red Caravel, Stripe of Honour, and Royal Hall is being pulled up, and the rest are clearing 4 out, the last on the far side, where Your Cash has been rejoined by Vanguard of Age, the orange cap bustled up. Sense of Adventure trying to hold the rail going into the turn, and does so. Jessica Rabbit is right on their heels in 4th place, and she in turn is followed by West Wizard under Roisin Leach, who's in touch in 5th. That bit of headway that Witch from Rome made has rather flattened out and has now been left behind back in 6th as Sense of Adventure takes over. Your Cash headed, likewise Vanguard of Age beginning to weaken swiftly. Jessica Rabbit, the red sleeves, has gone 2nd. Couple lengths away, Your Cash about to be joined in 3rd by West Wizard, who's trying to burrow up the inner. Then Vanguard of Age and Witch from Rome. So in line for home, now heading towards the 3rd last. Sense of Adventure, Alex Chadwick, the black and pink. Jessica Rabbit, quietly ridden by Bradley Roberts. The red sleeves coming alongside. The leading pair have opened up by half a dozen lengths. West Wizard is plugging on in 3rd, and then Witch from Rome, and they're over 3 out, and Jessica Rabbit has taken over here with Bradley Roberts still sitting quietly. West Wizard on the right and Witch from Rome on the left are staying on as Sense of Adventure now begins to weaken away. Here's the 2nd last. Jessica Rabbit landed about 4 lengths clear. Witch from Rome, though, trying to hunt her down, is staying on stoutly under pressure from Harriet Tucker. West Wizard in 3rd. Jessica Rabbit might not be home yet. Coming towards the last. Jessica Rabbit lands only a couple clear. Witch from Rome continues to stay on. Heading now inside the last furlong. Witch from Rome has come to Jessica Rabbit and has picked her off halfway up the run-in. And Witch from Rome, from last to first under Harriet Tucker, is staying on strongly to draw away in the shadow.
Over the straight,
Mark
6
it
furlongs,
in
and all 4
play.
runners well into their stride. Let's see who's going to take them along. In the grey and brown colours, Stay Smart on the right. On the left, in the yellow colours, Invincible Lan. Then the orange colours of Castana Dia, and the white and blue of Spirited Guess. That's the order. They're not messing about here. They're coming down the middle of the track, and Invincible Lan, Luke Morris leads by half a length. Stay Smart, Jason Watson 2nd. 3rd, Spirited Guess, Tom Queally just 4th, Castana Dia, and Seb Woods coming towards the halfway stage. 3 furlongs left to run in the Quinbet. 2nd to the favourite Special Handicap, and still all 4 runners going nicely. On the right, Stay Smart. On the left, Invincible Lan. Right behind in the orange colours, the odds-on favourite Castana Dia. Then comes Spirited Guest in the blue cap. Here they come down to where it starts getting interesting. Inside the final quarter mile, Luke Morris going for everything. Invincible Lan. Look on the right, Castana Dia is coming with a very good-looking run under Seb Woods. Also staying on is Spirited Guest as well. 3 virtually in the line. Inside the final furlong now, Castana Dia on the far side, Invincible Lan. This side, Spirited Guest. Castana Dia just the leader, coming towards the line. Castana Dia.
In third place is Juncture. Sablon and Prettiest dropped in last of the 5. Continuing their progress in the back straight, it's Agartha and Declan McDonough going along a couple of lengths in front of Say Sai, Shane Cross in second, and third the Grey Filly Juncture, Colin Keane. And then Sablon and Shane Foley, and Prettiest, Ryan Moore, 5th of the 5. Coming up to the 4 furlong point, they're just outside the halfway stage. Order maintained, it's Agartha showing the way to Say Sai, Juncture, Sablon and Prettiest. Coming inside the halfway stage as they head for the home straight. And it's Agartha tracked by Say Sai, Juncture, who's in third place. Course maiden winner over the same trip last time. Couple of lengths to Prettiest and Sablon as they turn into the straight, 2.5 furlongs to go. On the rail, it's Agartha from Say Sai, the different green colours in the centre. Juncture being called on for an effort ahead of Sablon and Prettiest. Racing to the final furlong and a half, and it's Agartha slipping a couple of lengths clear from Say Sai, Juncture. Prettiest on the outside of Sablon. Inside the final furlong, it's Agartha and Declan McDonough. Now by 4 lengths to Juncture, Say Sai, Sablon and Prettiest, and it's Agartha all the way into Frank Conroy Silver Flash Stakes. Second is
In Play.
.com amateur jockeys handicap hurdle. On the run to the first, the great Bob Pebble in the Old Gold Racing Silks prominent. Bob Pebble with Stay Out of Court in the red and black. They're going to be the leading pair over the first, which they've all handled safely at the other end of the field. Gold Mountain, Royal Blue Jacket, was last to land, and Parisian Affair in the grey and pink is last but one. So Bob Pebble and James Turner leading the field by a couple of lengths on the approach the second. 2 Stay Out of Court, and then Noble Glance, predominantly red silks, Sheepskin Nose Bandit tracking them as they go towards the second. Leading 3 followed over out wide by It's for Allen in a dark jacket, and Flow with Eve, the gold sleeves for Thomasina Eyston. Call His Bluff, Tommy O'Brien, the white sleeves and cap in midfield. Brother Pat, black jacket alongside. Tamango in the red and white is held up with Cusha Blanco in the spots of white and dark blue. Last of them on the far side, the third. They're all over safely, and still towards the rear of the field, Gold Mountain and Parisian Affair. So about to take the turn at the far end of the track, and they've gone through round about half a mile or so, and it's Bob Pebble who leads. To Stay Out of Court and Noble Glance, with Flow with Eve in 4th place. Break of a couple lengths to It's for Allen in the black jacket, racing wide of Call His Bluff, and then Brother Pat right around the inside running rail, held up. Tamango is among those held up with Cusha Blanco. Gold Mountain and Parisian Affair are also still at the rear end of the field. But it's all fairly sedate stuff as they reach the top of the straight first time and head towards the last 2 miles. Bob Pebble with now Stay Out of Court right on his tail under Zach Baker. A 3-length break to the nose-banded Noble Glance has her head in 3rd place. Flow with Eve second from the left, and further left It's for Allen. Call His Bluff mid-pack, the white cap. Brother Pat on his under towards the right, and then Cusha Blanco and Tamango. A Parisian Affair on the extreme left, and Gold Mountain. Middle one up the straight, the 5th in total. Bob Pebble again over neatly enough. Field's a little more grouped up than it was. Pace has probably slackened even further as they make the short run between obstacles 5 and 6. Bob Pebble taking that one nimbly, leading Stay Out of Court on the near side, and Noble Glance under Jack Andrews in the red and orange on the far side. Call His Bluff, white cap's a bit closer now, just shading 4th. To Flow with Eve, nearest to us Parisian Affair in a grey jacket has passed one of Turvum, alongside Tamango in the red and white, and then Brother Pat. Cusha Blanco in the spots held up. It's for Allen. Hasn't forfeited much ground, but has lost 1 or 2 places. And still Gold Mountain races at the back of the field. Well grouped as they go into the Cathedral Bend and approach the halfway point. Bob Pebble made all so far. Stay Out of Court remains closest to him in second, with Noble Glance in 3rd and Flow with Eve 4th. Now just ahead once again of Call His Bluff. Tamango in the red and white mid-division to Brother Pat and Cusha Blanco, and It's for Allen and Parisian Affair wide of the field and 3 lengths away to Gold Mountain as they start off across the far side once again. Covered more than a circuit now. They're going to the 7th, and Bob Pebble continuing to set the pace here. Draws to this one. Slightly bunny hops over it, got in tight to it, but emerges with the advantage. Whole host of possible challengers though sitting on his tail, and the blue headgear Noble Glance disputing second, with stay out of court. It's for Alan has gone slightly in snatches. Black Jacket gone up through the field. Flow with Eve, the gold sleeves right there. Call his bluff, the white sleeves and cap. Tamango, the red and white. Cusha Blanco, the pale blue with the darker spots under a patient ride from Toby Wynn as they take the middle one on the far side. Parisian Affair waited with, and Gold Mountain, although still just about last. White Cap is firmly in touch, and Stay Out of Court's now having a bit of pressure applied by Zach Vaker as they go towards the last in the back straight. Just over 3/4 of a mile to go, and this is 4 out. Bob Pebble still with the lead. He wasn't particularly fluent there either. Stay Out of Court has lost a fair few positions, has drifted back with only a couple behind as they go into the far corner. And it's Bob Pebble who's still got his grey head in front. A Flow with Eve just shedding second. Noble glance at the noseband on the inner of Cawley's Bluff. Working out wider Tamango in a red and white jacket. And It's for Alan widest of all. Cusha Blanco is in touch behind these with Brother Pat on the inside. Only about 4 lengths off the lead. And then back to Gold Mountain, and Stay Out of Court has dropped tamely away. Parisian Affair has tried to pick off 1 or 2 of the stragglers. Grey Silks for Pandora Bristleton as they head towards the top of the straight. And Bob Pebble has been just about headed, and it's Flow with Eve who goes on narrowly. Call his Bluff, though, white sleeves beginning to thread away through to Mango in the red and white down the near side, and Bob Pebble retreating. Headway out wide for Gold Mountain. White Cap for Harry Griesby as they close in on the third last. Flow with Eve in the centre just ahead, but now joined by Call his Bluff. Cusha Blanco's running on in behind him in the cheek pieces. Then Tamango and Gold Mountain, and a small break to Brother Pat as they come towards the second last. A little separating Flow with Eve, the gold sleeves, and on the right Call his Bluff. Cusha Blanco a couple lengths away. Tamango in fourth, and then Gold Mountain. Here's the last looming up then. Call his Bluff and Flow with Eve, and Flow with Eve was the more fluent. Emerged with a lead of a couple lengths. Call his Bluff shaken up firmly by Tommy O'Brien on the far side. Flow with Eve drifting to the near side, still in front with 100 yards to cover. Flow with Eve, a late charge from Call his Bluff on the far side, who's inching closer. Flow with Eve does enough.
Shane Fitzgerald on the inside rail is conquering Tara, and Philip Enright on the back marker of the 7 as they straighten up towards the first of the 2 flights in the straight is Rambling Rose and Sean O'Keefe. So coming to this, flight number 5, and little enough change in the order. The leader got in a little bit tight to it. Who's Got You Now, but loses no real momentum as they come to flight number 6 and leads over that flight, which will be the last one next time, by a length and a half. Over in second place, Lady Lingo, similar break to Robin de Glory, who's in third. Conquering Tara on the inside of Tour Moment, and Sit Down Lucy and Rambling Rose, although the back marker, and has been throughout, only about half a dozen lengths off the leader as they make the right-handed swing past the 9 furlong point. Still a long run before they reach the first of the flights in the 4 flights in the back straight, which will be 6 in the finish. And no change in the order and no real change in the tempo either. Who's Got You Now, the leader, by about 2 to 3 lengths. Over in second place, Lady Lingo. Robin de Glory is a length back in third. Sit Down Lucy races 4 on the outside of Conquering Tara next to the rail. On the outside of these, the green cap of Tour Moment, and a length and a half to Rambling Rose, who continues to bring up the rear as they come to the first of the flights in the back straight. Good fluent jump by the leader there, Who's Got You Now. Extends its lead fractionally to about 4 lengths over Lady Lingo in second as they come to the 5th last. Jumping into third is Robin de Glory, with Sit Down Lucy travels on that one's outside. Tour Moment is on the outside of that one. Conquering Tara next, followed by Rambling Rose. At the third of the flights in the back straight, 4 from the finish. And Who's Got You Now continues to lead from Lady Lingo in second as the pace does finally begin to increase. Tour Moment travels well on the outside of Sit Down Lucy. Robin de Glory's just lost a place or 2 being ridden along. Conquering Tara, and that was inside as they jump to third last. Rambling Rose continues at the back. Robin de Glory comes under pressure and is dropped back to last as they head towards the descent inside the final half mile to the turn into the straight for this Ballyneety Mare's rated novice hurdle. And Who's Got You Now, who's led throughout and still has a 2 to 3 length lead. Over in second place, Lady Lingo now being pushed along. Sit Down Lucy moves up on the outside of that one to go within a length and a half of the leader, and they're followed 3 to 4 lengths back by Tour Moment, Conquering Tara and Rambling Rose. Robin de Glory's dropped right out, heading into the straight and down towards the second last flight. And still, Who's Got You Now continues to lead from Lady Lingo in second. Sit Down Lucy is in third, 4 behind those Conquering Tara, but as they come to the second last, it's Who's Got You Now jumps it fluently, lands 3 to 4 lengths in front of Lady Lingo in second. Sit Down Lucy back in third with Conquering Tara 4, but down to the final flight, it's Who's Got You Now, jumps it well, jumps it 4 to 5.
Market in
Bit of a
play.
sluggish start by Party Rebel, the favourite, who was last to leave the gate, but all well into their stride. 7 furlongs is the trip, and on the right we've got River Chorus, on the left we've got Mahi V. These two lead early on. In the red colours, Forgotten Realm is a close third. In the stripes, we've got Sense of Humour. The sheepskin noseband of Hostelry, and the back marker is the favourite, Party Rebel. 5 furlongs left to run in the Kazoo Maiden Handicap. And it's River Chorus and Grace McEntee, just the leader. From this side, Mahi V and Jason Watson. Third in the red colours, Forgotten Realm on Haley Turner. The stripes of Sense of Humour, Rab Havlin. This side in the sheepskin noseband, Hostelry, Dylan Hogan. And Joe Fanning, looking for his 50th winner of the year, is going to have to come from last to first if he's going to achieve it on Party Rebel. Back towards the last 3 furlongs now, and still River Chorus enjoying himself out in the lead. This side in the sheepskin noseband, Hostelry. Under pressure is Mahi V. Then towards the far side is Forgotten Realm. Then the stripes of Sense of Humour. Favourite's got it all to do. Party Rebel is last at the moment, coming down towards the last furlong. And on the far side, River Chorus, and the red colours are Forgotten Realm on the far side, trying to come through his Sense of Humour. It's wide open. This side, Mahi V in the sheepskin noseband. Hostelry is staying on as well. The stripes of Sense of Freedom, just the leader, but it's going to be close. This Sense of Freedom now is coming away to win it. Sense of Freedom wins it. Hostelry is second. Mahi V is
Market
third.
suspended.
To Justin for the third time.
Market in play.
Again, 2 complete circuits, 2.5 miles and 12 flights of hurdles to be jumped, and a bit of competition for the early lead as the race towards the first bend, drifting back with on the outside Sightner Senior to the first to show with Woodbrook Boy. The yellow cap on the inside rail in company with Royal Recital, so those are the leading 4 as they make the first right-handed turn. They're followed in 5th on the inside by Getting in Touch, who's in company with Viking Horde, and on the outside of these, Well Joey. I like to so in front of Eldorado, who's on the inside of Fleury's Fort, with Master Cornwall and Supreme Vinny on the outside of that group. So as they straighten up to bring them towards the first of the 12 flights. It's drifting back. Conor McNamara going to lead them into the first flight, a couple of lengths in front of Woodbrook Boy. Good jump in second. Jumping in third is Sightner Scene, followed length or 2 back by Royal Recital in 4 as they jump flight number 2. Well Joey jumps it in 5th, a couple of lengths in front of Supreme Vinny on the outside of Viking Horde. Eldorado is next in the field in company with Master Cornwall, who's in front of Fleury's Fort, and Dawson's Cottage on the outside of Getting in Touch, who's lost its early position. And they're a couple in front of Thomas O'Malley at the back markers. They've jumped 3 flights, is Father Jed. So as they come towards flight number 4 at the top of the hill, and change up front as Woodbrook Boys move through now under Jody McGarvey to lead over that 4th flight. A couple of lengths in front of Sightner Scene, who's in second. Drifting back, just drop back a couple of places into third with 4 on that one's 4 a length behind those on the outside as well, Joey, who's in company with Royal Recital. Next in the field then, a couple of lengths to find Viking Horde, who's on the inside of Supreme Vinny. Dawson's Cottage in the cheek pieces with the white cap is next on the outside of those, followed then by Master Cornwall. Getting in Touch, Eldorado is on the inside. And that one in company with Fleury's Fort, a length or so in front of Thomas O'Malley, and the back marker continues to be Father Jed. So as they swing in towards the 2 flights in the straight for the first time, and it's Woodbrook Boy and Jody McGarvey taking them along by a length and a half, 2 lengths to Sightner Scene, and Shane Fitzgerald in second. Third on the inside is drifting back under Conor McNamara. As they come to flight number 5, Woodbrook Boy took off at that and jumped it very fluently. Lands about 3 to 4 lengths in front. 4th is Royal Recital under Carl Landers, looking for a quick double with Well Joey in 5 under Paddy O'Hanlon as they jump flight number 6. Well Joey just a little bit deliberate of that, joined on the inside as they race up past the stands by Viking Horde under Philip Burns, who's with Supreme Vinny, and Brian Hayes on the outside of Master Cornwall. A length then to find Fleury's Fort, who's in company with Dawson's Cottage. Eldorado next, ahead of Getting in Touch, Thomas O'Malley, and Father Jed continues to bring up the rear. So as they head out on the final circuit, as they come up towards the mile point, and continue the turn into the back straight for the final time. And the lead continues to be with Woodbrook Boy, who's a length and a half, 2 lengths in front of Sightner Scene, who's second on the outside of Drifting Back. A length to 2 then to Royal Recital, who's 4 on the inside of Well Joey, 5. 2 lengths then to Supreme Vinny, who's making a little bit of headway on the outside of Master Cornwall. Next in the field then is Fleury's Fort, who's made up a couple of placings ahead of Dawson's Cottage. Behind Dawson's Cottage is Viking Horde, who's just losing his place. ahead of El Dorado and getting in touch, and they're a few lengths in front of Thomas O'Malley and Father Jed as they jump the flight, which is 5 in the finish. And Woodbrook Boy, jumping well out in front, has a 3-length lead over in second place Sightner Scene, a length and a half then to drifting back and Well Joey disputing 3 and 4. Supreme Vinny, the top 8, continues to make progress on the outside of Royal Recital. They're followed by Master Cornwall, Fleury's Fort. Behind those is Getting in Touch with El Dorado next in the field as they come to the flight, which is 3 from the finish at the top of the hill. And Woodbrook Boy continues to jump well out in front and is 3 lengths in front of Sightner Scene. Well Joey makes ground on the outside to almost to go third, ahead of Drifting Back on the inner as they reach the top of the hill and begin to make the descent down towards the final half mile. A long run before they reach the first of the 2 flights in the straight, and Woodbrook Boy is still leading them in merry dance, 2 lengths in front, 2 to 3 lengths in front of Well Joey in second. Third is Supreme Vinny with Fleury's Fort making ground 4 on the outside. Master Cornwall is next, a length or so in front of Royal Recital, and behind Royal Recital is Getting in Touch, and then comes Dawson's Cottage as they head into the straight and down towards the second last flight. And with Woodbrook Boy, Jody McGarvey still going well enough within himself in front. Well Joey now tries to produce a challenge under Paddy O'Hanlon in second. Royal Recital travels into third ahead of Master Cornwall and Fleury's Fort at the second last. Woodbrook Boy, good jump again, lands 4 lengths in front of Royal Recital, now moves into second. Master Cornwall, Well Joey and Fleury's Fort down to the final flight. Woodbrook Boy just puts in a short one, lands half a length in front of Royal Recital, has another go on the inside, and racing inside the final 50 yards is Royal Recital on the inside of Woodbrook Boy with Master Cornwall coming in, but Royal Recital wins by a length from Master Cornwall.
Market.
Oh, rearing up in stall 5, causing a big problem. And obviously they've gone without James Bond and a very
Market suspended. Market in play.
Extra places every day, handicap stakes. Lucky Beggar, the grey horse, prominent in the centre. Towards the right is Blazing Hot in the orange and white. Between those 2 horses, Hail Caesar, Black Cap. Towards the near side, Archimedes with the diamonds on the sleeves. Behind those, Dandy's Gold in the predominantly white jacket with Musa Harbour in the white and red. Barrington behind that one, and Mutanasek was pretty slow to go. The Bayesian Brown playing catch-up towards the back of the field. Back towards the final 3 furlongs, so they're coming past the halfway point. On the far side, Blazing Hot. Near side, Lucky Beggar. Between horses, Hail Caesar. Right behind those, Dandy's Gold. Mutanasek trying to pick up. Archimedes is next from Barrington, and Musa Harbour at the back. Back inside the final 2 furlongs they come. Lucky Beggar, the near side, tackled by Hail Caesar. Kept going, Blazing Hot. Dandy's Gold trying to burst between horses. They're back towards the final furlong now. Hail Caesar, Lucky Beggar, and a half length down to the near side. Dandy's Gold is next. They're followed by Musa Harbour, but well inside the final half furlong they go. Hail Caesar holding Lucky Beggar at bay, racing up towards line.
Market in play.
The Irish EBF maiden, Stone Age on the outside, bustled up is Manuet Corday on the inside, is Canters Well, the 3 abreast. Length and a half off them is the grey colt Amortentia, changing of the guard, and No Rag. Stone Age didn't cross that path all too well. As Manuet Corday with the noseband disputes the lead with Canters Well, and then Stone Age. The complete outsider, Norak, runs the rail, and then Amortentia, and changing of the guard. 5 furlongs to go. They're at the end of the 3rd furlong, and it's Canters Well and Shane Cross just in front of Manuet Corday and Kevin Manning, couple of lengths to Stone Age. Ryan Moore disputing 3rd place with Norak and Robbie Colgan. Amortentia and Wayne Lorden last but one and pushed along. Changing of the guard and Shamie Heffernan. They're inside the halfway stage. It's Canters Well, the red cap, just with the edge from Manuet Corday, 3 lengths to and nudged along. Stone Age, Norak driven on the inside, and then Amortentia and changing of the guard. Less than 3 furlongs to go as they swing into the straight. Canters Well and Manuet Corday, followed by Stone Age. Amortentia makes ground on the outside, and then Norak and changing of the guard. Less than 2 to go. Canters Well is the leader from Manuet Corday, trying hard on the outside to throw down a challenge, and then Amortentia and Stone Age. Manuet Corday is grinding it out well here. It just edges ahead of Canters Well. Amortentia is on the outside and running on ahead of Stone Age. It's Manuet Corday from Amortentia. Manuet Corday's off the mark from Amortentia.
Market in play.
Away, heads over to the running rail. Also in a prominent position is the grey in the noseband McCamby as they race through the 1st furlong. 3rd place for Hotspur Harry in white and orange on the inside running rail with Global Art as they are well packed up and the pace not overly strong. Estrella Star, the big white cheek pieces with the game is on, who is posted wide as they move into the bend. Frankly, Mr. Shankly is on the inside of the grey shining H, and the back three include Marion's Boy, the slow-starting City Tour, and Hasanki is last of all. So it's Glenn Dunn who makes the turn down the side of the racecourse, leading by a length from Hotspur Harry on the inside of McCambie. Next wave is made up of Global Art on the inside of Marion's Boy, and the game is on their outside. Shining H races in 7th place, just alongside, frankly, Mr. Shankly. Then Marion's Boy, City Tour, and Hasanki is last of all, as they're just about to make the turn into the home straight, and they're passing the halfway stage. So out in the lead, it is Glenn Dunn in the pale blue, McCambie, the grey horse, in second, on the outside of Hotspur Harry, and they dispute those positions. Estrella Star is in 4th place with Global Art Shining H. Marion's Boy improving swiftly, as frankly Mr. Shankly was briefly short of room. Then City Tour and Hasanki is still the back marker. So still out in front, Glenn Dunn has the advantage from Hotspur Harry. Shining H going for a run right up the inside, Serena Brotherton. That's on the grey horse. The other grey towards the outside. Head to one side is McCambie. Marion's Boy comes next with Estrella Star. City Tour trying to improve. Then Global Art and frankly Mr. Shankly. Hotspur Harry takes over for George Edry. Estrella Star and Shining H emerge as the immediate dangers, but City Tour down the outside and frankly Mr. Shankly running on. Estrella Star, it is his move to the lead for Sophie Smith. Down the outside, City Tour staying on strongly for Simon Walker. Estrella Star's got a length in hand with 50 yards to race, and Estrella Star
racing for the Kazoo EBM
Market
Stakes.
in play.
And a good start out in the centre by Leela Bad. Also breaking well is Mackin King, and towards the right-hand side, Bro. One or two of these looking for a little bit of cover. There's not a great deal of pace on here. On the left-hand side, Roller Jam is prominent. Park Street just behind the pace, with towards the right-hand side, Dubawi Legend in the maroon and blue quartered jacket. Centre pack is Alphonse Legrand. Behind that one, towards the rear of the field, towards the right, is Brassel Power. Also well back, San Francisco Bay at this stage in company with No Time to Pass. McQueen is one of those towards the rear of the field as well. And the other one is Yakabar. So down the straight they come, back to the halfway point, and up front the green jacket towards the right, Bro. In the centre of the horses, prominent is Mackin King, and towards the near side, Roller Jam. Park Street behind those, and the Colours of Her Majesty travelling pretty well. Towards the far side, Dubawi Legend is right there. On the extreme right, Brassel Power is starting to pick up as well. The sprint is starting for home here, almost 5 in line, bursting through Park Street. On the right, Dubawi Legend picking up well, so too Brassel Power over on that side. Back towards the final furlong and a half they come. Dubawi Legend set sail here. Brassel Power can't respond in second. Back in third is Park Street, then Roller Jam. But inside the final half furlong they come. Dubawi Legend has been set alight and he's scorching away here.